Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Game Changers brought to you by leading online gaming firm. And in today's episode, it's an exciting one because we are joined by Charles Kwabla Akonnor, the man who's gonna be leading Gormaya in the 25-26 SportPesa League, kicking off this Sunday where they play against Bidco United. So just in case you've never met Akono, this is a decorated man from Ghana. Ghanaian Jollof is in the building, a man who captained the Black Stars, a man who's led the Black Stars, who captained Wolfsburg, became the first African man to play for Wolfsburg, the first African man to captain Wolfsburg, the man who was named in the 1998 African team of the tournament, man who played in the 1996 AFCON, 1998 AFCON, 1994 AFCON, and the 2000 African Cup of Nations.
You got it right.
Mr. Kwabla Akonnor, welcome very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on set. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
And welcome to Kenya.
Thank you.
The land of Barack Obama. And I say that because I've watched one of your videos and I saw you have Barack Obama on a profile in your house or something.
Yeah.
What's that?
Of course, they are all legends that we all look up to. And his achievement is beyond imagination. And so him, Bob Marley, Haile Selassie, Mandela, and the like. So I keep those guys' pictures around my house as a motivation. That I can also achieve something in life.
Yeah. And talking about Mandela, I think you've played in front of Nelson Mandela.
Yes,
right?
Yes, I have.
When was that?
Was it the first time they hosted a AFCON? Yeah, I think I shook his hands and it was a privilege.
Legendary figure, that one. So welcome on set, Coach. And I'm not going to waste any more of your time. You've been given the honor of leading Gor Mahia, the biggest club in the country. Just first things first and straight into it. Why Gor Mahia? Why this challenge for you now?
Well, I have been around for a while. I after the Black Stars, I exited from the coaching perspective. I tried to do a lot of things in terms of giving back to society, also going the area of youth football to educate them about the game. And it got to a time I have done it for like 3 years. And so I thought, no, let me get back to the coaching perspective again. And so then Gormaya came in my mind. Also, there was a vacancy. And so I applied for it and I got it.
How did this process come about? Can you just take me a little bit behind the scenes of how?
Well, I was there and I had a call from a friend of mine who lives here. Will I be interested? I said, I wasn't too sure because I had been off in terms of coaching. I have been coaching, but it's all around the youth football to help. I've worked with CAF in that aspect, African school. Once was in Tanzania, I was there. Then the last one we hosted in Ghana. And so I have been in coaching, but not on the limelight. And I thought that is where I belong. So let me apply for it. And then here we are today.
If I'm not wrong, Coach, this will be your first coaching stint of a club outside Ghana?
Yes.
This will be your first.
I have had coaching training in Mexico, but it cannot be compared to leading a club like Gormaya.
Yeah. So this is 21-time Kenyan champions, arguably the biggest club with the most passionate fan base. Early on, we're coming off title drought, something Gormaya is not used to. Just settling in, you've gone to Tanzania, played against Simba, you've played a couple of friendlies. What are your early thoughts on the club and where it sits?
Well, I think as a club, it's big in this part of our world. The eastern part of Africa. Yes, they are known, but something has fallen apart, and I think it means that not just me, all of us, have to look at it from that angle to work towards achieving another success. We recently were in Tanzania, and we saw what Simba is doing. It's great, and I believe this is where Gormaya would like to be, and they belong to that area too, that level of teams, and so they need to work very well. I am here to again raise the image of the team, make sure they achieve success in a very short time, but it means that we all have to work together. This is what I always say. Sometimes football is played from outside and then you can carry it on the field of play. If the atmosphere surrounding the team is solid, it's nice, you can clearly see the effect will also happen. And that is what I want management also to do, to be aware that, yes, we need to do a lot. I compare, if you look at even Manchester United now, look at them. It's a big club, but there's something fundamental wrong with the team, and that's why they are not successful. And so if, again, some few years ago, they were always winning, and a few years back, they've not been winning, there must be something wrong, and therefore it means that we all have to sit down and look at it from that angle, so we can work together and then have it done in a very positive way. So I'm here to do that. I'm here to be able to achieve that. That is because I am somebody who wants to win. In my career as a coach, I have been able to achieve chalk some success, and so it's not different from Gormaya, but I need Gormaya management, supporters, and everybody to support the cause so we can all move to that level.
Coach, I've had the privilege of traveling with you guys in Simba, and I saw just from early days from the outside, the level of discipline that is already creeping into the squad. Be it time, you are not a man who wants to joke on time, and when it comes to targets, you want things done in a certain way. What are some of these things you want to instill in Gormaya to make them match up with the stature they are as a club?
Well, I think there is a canker, I will say that, and it has been part of them, and that is not how football is being played. And if you want to play football, there's a lot of things you have to do in terms of discipline. If I ask you today to come to my house and take $1 million, and I say come 8 o'clock,
I'll be there by 7.
Exactly. But if I ask you, come, let's have a coffee, African mentality, you will not get there on time. And that is the thing. What does it take you to get there on time? Why? There's something you are following, and therefore this game of football is very, very important. It's a big thing, and it's a business, and I don't joke with it because it has transformed my life and the lives of my family. So I cherish it. Therefore, when I'm given the opportunity to work on the grass, I want to be there on time. I want to do it, and that is exactly what I want these boys to do. It will take some time though, because they've been used to a certain kind of life. And so I have to be patient, but I have given them that direction that this is the way we're going. And by now, they've all seen that, no, this man is serious. It's about being serious about what you have to do. Because listen, the next 10 years, they will not be here. They don't have much time, but they don't know. I was once a footballer. I thought I could play forever. Now I'm old, and thankfully I'm a coach. So I want them to get it right, for their lives and the lives of their families, and because indeed it can transform their life. And so you have to be serious about it.
Coach, just to step, you've said football has transformed your life, and just to step a bit away from the Gormaya coaching role and to bring you back, you've played in the Bundesliga, you played in Fortuna Köln, you played in Wolfsburg, made history there, captaining them. How was it like as a professional footballer just coming from Ghana and making it to the toppest of leagues?
Well, I've lived a life, and that legacy is what I have that's kept me. I have been a disciplined guy, I'm not that huge person, I'm not big. But when you see me and you look at my physical presence, you think I can't. But because of my seriousness, I was able to achieve success in a very short time. I went to Europe not knowing what was expected of me, and at a point in time I realized that I have to work hard. You talk of the weather alone. I've never experienced cold weather, and all these things were challenges, but I was able to go beyond it, even play and get to the level where I was able to captain a team, and that is hard work. Of course, you have the grace of God with you. God is with you all the time, but the opportunity has been given to me, and if you are not serious, you won't be able to achieve that. So I was very, very serious as a player, as a young boy, and going to Germany with challenges with racism and all those things, I was able to get through it.
Just as a player, did you know you would go into coaching after your coaching career?
No, I wasn't. I was somebody who was a little bit into fashion, so I thought I could get it.
Yeah, I've seen some of your shoots with 11s.
But I realized that this thing has been part of me. From age 12, I started playing. And when I realized that, the career is coming to an end with injury and all those things, I thought, I can go into the fashion. But that is not my area. That is not what I was made to do.
Yeah.
I was born to do. And so quickly I realized that I have to get involved. And so I went into the coaching course in Germany, then went back to Ghana. I could have stayed in Germany, but I went back to Ghana to give back to society, because that is where I was brought up. I went through the hands of big coaches. And so I went back and started coaching in Ghana, and thankfully, after 10 years or 11 years, I became the coach of the national team.
Yeah. You've had quite some coaching stint in Ghana: 11 Wonders, Hearts of Oak, Ashanti Gold.
These are all
big clubs in there. Even won some titles, helping Asante Kotoko get into the CAF Champions League.
Yeah, that's right.
Even the Ghana national team. What would you say was your highlight during those?
Well, I think my funny moment was with Ash Gold. When I started coaching, a lot of people didn't really believe in me, and so I needed to, not to prove, but so Ash Gold was my former club as a player.
Yeah.
And they were down. So I took the initiative to go there. And a lot of people were like, hey, you are destroying your career as a coach, because some saw that I was coming up. And I said, no, I will go there.
Yeah.
And at that time, they were down. We went there with all seriousness. We worked hard and we came up. The following season, we were on top till the normalization situation happened.
Yeah.
And so from there, then Asante Kotoko, one of the biggest, Hearts of Oak and Kotoko are the biggest. And so it's very, very challenging. Like Gormaya, like Simba,
Yeah.
A lot of pro issues. And at that time, our league was not going on.
Yeah.
There was a big break.
Yeah.
The fact that I was able to organize the team, get into CAF Confederation Cup, and even got to the level where Asante has never been there for 13 years, I think. Never been in money zone.
Yeah.
Was able to achieve that only because I was disciplined, I was focused, and I impacted that discipline in the players, and it worked very well.
Yeah. Coach, out of all those things, how would you describe your playing philosophy? How do you line?
Well, I am very an attacking coach. I like to attack. I like to be compact. In order to attack, you've got to be compact, so that when you lose possession, you are close to, you don't open the gaps for the opponent to operate. So I want to be compact, but at the same time, I like to attack. I like to have a free flow of the game and keep possession. That has been my style, and I believe in that. And till now, I'm still on that concept.
Yeah, and I think it's even on a good note. Even against Simba, we saw, especially in the second half, that playing philosophy came really out with your boys, and just with the team you have behind us training right now. I think things brighter future for the team.
Of course.
Yeah, but I just wanted to ask now, Coach, you're among the very few coaches at Gor Mahia who've been given total support. Because when it comes to the back room, you have Kobe, you have Kofi.
You guys look at it. I don't want to cut you, but you look at it too much as an issue. Check the trend now.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches go with their team.
True.
Teams. It's the trend. It's not like I've been supported. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe because of African way of doing things, but it is the trend.
Yeah.
This job, you need to have people you can trust.
True.
People you believe in them, and they can, like I'm here.
Yeah.
Kobe is doing the job.
True.
You understand me? I need to have that trust that, I can be here, and I know definitely, because we've had the discussions already, what we are going to do.
Yeah.
If I come here and I have somebody whom I've not known, like a Kenyan, not to say it's not right to have a Kenyan, it's okay, but some of the Kenyans are part of the team.
True.
How would you think it will go? It will be difficult.
Yeah.
As I'm here, I am very 100% sure that he's doing the right thing. It is not right to be here as they are training, but I'm confident that he's going to do the right thing, and that is it. Most of the coaches around the world, football, that is what they do. So, yes, I have been supported, but it is the norm now.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring the full house. I only brought three.
Yeah.
3 guys, and I think it's okay.
Yeah. Coach, the 2025-2026 SportPesa League starts this weekend. Actually, there's a match today between Tusker and KCB, but your journey starts on Sunday against Bidco United. Just how have you prepared for this season? And what can you tell us?
Well, we are looking forward to it. We know it's going to be tough. We know that any team that plays Gormaya comes with the extra strength, extra, and they do all they can to and so there is a challenge. It's a challenge to us, and I think we've made it known to the boys. Without that, they even know that is, and so we are looking forward to it. Respectfully, it's going to be challenging, but we are also 100% sure that we are in to do well, and we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Coach, you've said every team raises their level when they play against Gormaya, and I'll be witness. That is true. But out of all the 18 teams, out of all the 17 teams you're gonna face, have you been told there's only one club?
I know.
Have you been told there's one club you cannot?
I know. I had, so I made it short for you, Leopard, isn't it?
Yeah. Who told you about this, John?
I know. I mean, when they unveiled me, some of the supporters came and they are warning me. I have to be careful. I can win anything, but Leopards, no. So I'm aware of that. I mean, if you look at everywhere in the world, there's this rival. Asante Kotoko is with Hearts of Oak.
Yes.
You don't want to hear when I was with Hearts.
Yeah.
What was happening with me?
Yeah.
I went to Kotoko.
Yeah.
The same thing. So I have a sense of that judgment, and of course we are. But it won't be nice to win all the matches and lose to Leopards. That wouldn't be nice. But it will also not make sense to lose all the matches and win only Leopards. That's not what we're here for. We are here to try as much as we can to win the league and then move to the next level, to the Champions League. If indeed that we get that advantage, that privilege, that's what we're looking for. So yes, the idea of Leopards is there because it's the heart of our fans, and we will make sure we'll do well to get it done. But we have to be aware that there's a bigger picture than Leopards.
Yeah, coach, kids are just passing beside her and they're mentioning, that's the Gormaya, coach. That's the Gormaya, coach. Just in that line, let's say football is an interesting journey and coaching is an interesting journey. You come here, serve your time, win titles. When your journey is done here, how would you like Charles Kwabla Akono to be remembered as?
Well, I want to be remembered as somebody who came and organized the team, because I've been here, I've seen a lot of loopholes, and it is what it is. I'm here to make a change. The change means that the team is solid, is disciplined, there's structures laid, and each and every individual is working through it. Not that I'm this, so I'm doing anything I want, And so once we're able to achieve that, then of course the playing body also have to be able to have that strategy where we have leaders in the team, those who are responsible. It's not anybody doing anything that he wants. And of course, playing well and winning they've won 21 titles.
Yeah.
But still, you can clearly see the fundamentals are not right, and therefore it means that they need to change it and strengthen the team. And I'm sure once this is done, we can be imagining the next 2-3 years to see ourselves like Simba and all that, because Simba looks more organized than us. It's a fact, and that is what I want to see Gormaya achieve.
Coach, I can see the passion in you and the emotion when you're talking about setting up, putting things in place and Gormaya to be where they need. Is this something you've already shared with the management as well?
Of course, they know. They know. I'm not just. I've come a long way, and I've seen it all. If not all, I've seen a bit of it. And so when you see something that is not right, you need to address it. How do you address it? Address it patiently with the acceptance that it's not good. So let's do it this way. And that's why when we started the conversation talking, I said, management, I involved them. They need to play a bigger role.
Yes.
A bigger role for this team to be where it belongs to, And so they are part of it. They are, in fact, the main guys who have to wake up and make things work right. What is happening on the field will always happen, and we will improve. You understand? Because in Kenya, Gormaya is the team that is seen on top. When you check the history, they are the team that, but it's not enough.
Yes.
It's not enough. If you dwell on what you've achieved, there are people coming behind, and if you are not fast enough, thinking deep to do things, they will overcome you. And that is what I want us to see what is going on, so that we can all come together and work hard to maintain that level.
Coach, I don't know if I'm right, but what you're trying to say is Gormaya need to be the leaders of Kenyan football. Is that what you're trying to say?
They are. I mean, they are. Fundamentally, they are. Because who has won the most is Igma, who has been, I've seen they've won the Confederation Cup before, Kenya, in the history. None of the clubs have done that. So, yes, they are at that level. But it's not enough to say, I've won this, I've won this. You have to do more, because time is running, time is changing, Football is a daily job. And if you keep on dwelling on what you've achieved in the past, clubs like the small clubs, if they are able to get themselves together, they will overcome you. I mean, that is what I want Gormaya to see, and make sure they work hard to maintain, so that they can compete with the El Alis, the Simbas, and all that. Because if they are at that same level, but if you look at what the El Ali and Simba have achieved, you can clearly see that Gormaya is a little bit down, and they need to get to that level. And that's exactly what I'm.
Just the last two questions. In what areas do you feel like we are not matching up to the big sides? Al Ali, Simba, Yanga.
In terms of organization, by now, I'm not exaggerating. Gormaya should have their own field where they train. Up and down is also not right. By now, Gormaya should have a solid team that can compete Champions League. By now, Gormaya should be having some connections with Europe, that contact, By now, there's a lot of things that can be achieved in this period of time. And so, I am here to maybe open their eyes on these things, not just coaching, not just focusing on the boys on the field of play, but a lot of things that we can achieve, and it's important that we all wake up and work together to achieve that, because the fan base is crazy. The fan base with Gormaya cannot be compared with any other team. Maybe I learned Leopards, they've also got good fan, but for what I've seen, Gormaya is top, top, and I think there are people who are bleeding for this club. They need to feel good about themselves, and then so that we build to the next generation, and next generation to come.
Certainly. Just finally, Coach, what is your commitment to the club and to the fans you're talking about?
Oh, well, I am committed. I mean, like I told you, this game of football has made me who I am today. I wouldn't be, if I was a carpenter or a doctor, I wouldn't be known. I wouldn't be traveling all over the world, if you know. So I am very grateful to the job. So I am committed already. That alone puts me in a commitment level. I am committed to come on the grass and work. And now I'm thinking beyond the grass. I'm thinking beyond the grass, and so I need people who can also help in achieving that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Charles Kwabla Akono, the man who has been entrusted to lead Gor Mahia, the record Kenyan champions, in the 2025-2026 SportPesa League season and beyond. For this episode of Game Changers, that has been it. My name is Ochieng Steven, and thank you for watching. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.